What's going on, everybody? The Maverick here, bringing you a very special skill build. And let's dive in. First up, signature weapon, grenade launcher. You want the demolitionist specialization for the bonus explosive damage. Primary weapon, all you're looking for in your primary weapon is sadist. You want plus 30% weapon damage to bleeding targets. That's it. You can choose whatever weapon system you prefer, just as long as it has sadist. Secondary, the send-off. For the send-off, all you're worried about is the perfectly rooted, giving you plus 30% skill damage and healing while in cover. The pistol, all you're looking for is in rhythm. 5% chance on kill to instantly refresh your skills is straight phenomenal. It's just great. You want 4 pieces of the hardwired set. Hardwired mask, as much skill haste as possible, with as much damage to elites as possible. For your utility mod slots, you want as much explosive damage per slot as you can possibly get. Chest piece, as much skill power as possible. You want destructive. Destructive is also interchangeable with hard hitting. Holster. For the holster, you want the hardwired holster for 2 reasons. 1, 2 yellow attributes, and it rolls very high in skill power. Almost always it will have a very high roll. Flip that around, you want skill power and haste with 2 more utility mod slots, giving you 4 yellow batteries on 1 piece. Alright. Backpack, you want the Alp Summit with what they call percussive maintenance. Alright, percussive maintenance is going to give you the perfect tech support. Kills by active skills and explosives grant plus 30% skill damage for 10 seconds. That's going to basically stay up almost 100% with this build. I mean, I cannot, you'll see. You'll see. Gloves, BTSU gloves. You want the energy infusion along with the charge proxies. Energy infusion, with all those yellow batteries you're going to be accumulating, you're going to have just tremendous amounts of bonus damage whenever you cause a status effect. The crux to this build is the charge proxies. For that huge damage increase, what you're looking at is whenever you throw a skill, alright, while infused, when your skill lands, you'll see a red ring come out, a debuff ring. Alright, all enemies caught in that debuff ring, when it goes off, they now gain the status effect that you're infused with. Alright, along with being debuffed, they now take 50% more damage from your skills. That is exactly where you're going to see those huge numbers come from. Last, the knee pads. Knee pads are kind of interchangeable. You can use skill haste or you can have bonus armor. So really up to you how you like to prefer to play. This build is not going to have a lot of armor, so you're going to have to really pay attention to what you're doing. But as far as glass cannons go, you won't be beating it. For your first skill, it's somewhat interchangeable. You want the turret or the hive. Alright, the turret, incinerator, of course, it's going to apply burning. Alright, when they start burning, you get infused. That's pretty much it. You want to go with skill haste, plus burning strength, and plus skill haste. Get that back just that little bit faster. For the hive, the best combination that I've come up with is somewhat interchangeable depending on your circumstances. All right, Extra payload, more damage. Network firewall. All right, you want that bonus radius. You're only going to get 15 charges this way, but you're going to have this huge radius that enemies can't escape. By the time they realize it's being shot at them, they can't get out before it hits them 2 or 3 times. This one is interchangeable with bonus charges. When you know you're going to have enemies coming through a particular door, it's better to have the bonus charges to hit as many enemies as possible. Next up, internal storage, bonus charges. Basically, extra payload and bonus charges are always going to be active on there. The only one that's interchangeable is either the radius or more charges. The second skill will always be your Seeker Mine. Your Seeker Mine does tremendous amounts of damage to 9 different enemies, essentially. All right. Seeker Mine, you want cluster. Part of cluster, you want the bonus damage. You want extra cluster mines, and then you want more haste to get them back that much faster. You can change haste out if you prefer to bonus damage to do, a good bit more damage. It's really up to you. Usually I judge what the situation calls for, and I just make an educated decision. Last but not least, your grenade. All right. With your grenade, all you're looking for is that bleed effect. All right. The bleed effect is going to get you infused and going to give you 30% more weapon damage to that enemy you just caused to bleed. So there's a couple of synergies in play here. The big synergy that you're looking at, of course, is the BTSU gloves with the infused status and the charged proxies. But then you also have the hardwired feedback loop. Every 15 seconds, when you kill an enemy, it resets the cooldown of your other skill. So basically, your 2 skills will be basically feeding each other. You've got all this bonus skill damage, all this bonus explosive damage. I mean, it just turns this build into a straight monster. I really hope y'all guys like this build. Leave a like, give me a sub, and as always, the Maverick's out.